Okay, so okay, yeah, the height dimension which is in, and we can make this an integer and set the default value to 30. Yes, of course, we can populate it, create more argument depending on what we want to do. Just following the example we have in our manual. Now we haven't got the arguments. Now we can go to edit code. This edit code. It's not. Yes, you can see it within. You can see it within the studio, but it is like an environment outside 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 the studio. All right, but here you provide all that you need to do. All right, so you can provide your code here. Then we can. It's okay. We have this dimension for length. All right, for breadth and all of the, and declare them as yeah. And declare length to be our breadth to be 20, and also say our volume is length at where is asterisk, length times breadth okay, and also times. So I'm going to write something and then we'll check it. Times is supposed to be times height, but is anything height coming in? No, it's because it has not been declared here. All right, so it's going to be multiplied by what we set in the under the edit argument. So let's check. Let me check my argument again. Okay.
Because underscore int height.
Yeah.
No, the arguments we created. It was in underscore int height.
Well, it's not picking it, so I want to go and check what is it. Okay, under. Uh, okay, in under. All right. Okay, so we have this, and we can use instead we write it out using the console feature write line, or we use a message box to output what we have here. Okay, so okay, so and then we can say okay. So all that we have written, we come into the edit code. This is all that we've done. This is where it is. We don't do this right now. All right, it hides. All right, okay. So then let's use message box. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what we have here. All right, we have, of course, the inputs. We have as the code, and then we have we can say, okay, let's this. Okay, we did not declare what result.
Volume equals.
Yeah, you say?
So I said that's the volume.
Yeah. So I can use write console or use volume to take it into message, but this is in of the keyboard. And since it's been declared inside this edit code, so plus so set volume did you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Can hear you now.
We can, sir.
Okay, yes.
Is that my
I
phone?
said yes, I said this is not taking now before the message box I brought in here. Okay, I wanted to output the volume, but the volume is not it's not being recognized here. All right.
Sir, I think
Yes.
won't it be
Sir,
the,
do you need
the
to
scope
make the
about the
variable?
scope?
Is it
No, is
scope?
it? I
No,
think
It's
I think
because
it's the variable.
yes, because
I
it's
think
in
we
argument.
didn't declare. We didn't
It's not.
declare.
Not
It's not a
declare
variable.
volume.
It's not a variable that message bus can pick. So the same thing goes.
Hello, sir. Is there not a way? I think that there should be a way in the properties of that invoke that has its own output. I think it's that output we're supposed to use from the invoke. The invoke property, there should be an output.
But that's still, you can, okay, you can, there are the options. But I wanted to use the right line here. Here, where is it now?
Input.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the? All right.
No.
No, as in you won't get. This is invoked. All right. Don't forget that this is meant to. This is like this is an environment to create our codes. Let's use.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Volume is what is volume now? Okay, all right. We save. Let's see what it gives us in the route in the right line. Where is it? Where's studio? All right. So. Oh, it's still running. I didn't see that. Okay, so volume is, yeah. So the whole thing has not been done. Oh, someone is raising his hands. Who is that? Please, can you mute your mic? Okay, Collins is raising his hand. Please, Ajao, be there. Okay, let me do that.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, my name is Colin Benu. I was towards the beginning of the class, I was actually attending classes, but for some reasons I have not been active on the program. Right now, I have resumed fully to get the information I need via the YouTube channels. so that I can get things done ASAP before the exams. I don't know if I still have opportunity that was stated before. I don't know if I have lost out on everything. I don't know. So I just wanted to ask so that I will still get the motivation to push through, sir, because right now I'm working hard to get the associate part finished as fast as possible so that I can join up with this, sir.
Okay, yeah. When is your exam?
I actually scheduled it for August 31st and
August 31.
September. Yes.
August 31. Okay, okay. Have you paid? Sorry, class. I'm sorry, class. I'm not. Yeah. Have you paid? Have you got voucher? All those processes, have you gone through them? The voucher. Have you got the voucher?
I only did the
Verification.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've not got voucher. Okay, then that means that you have not scheduled. It means that you have not scheduled exam as it were with UiPath.
No, not yet. She just asked me to select a date I want to take.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, that is still fair. Of course, you have not done it with you. You have not scheduled a time with UiPath. All right. So it means that on a personal grant, yes, since you had the September deadline, it covers for associates. Not that, not. I hope I'm not passing the wrong information. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking your what's it called now? The associate covers for September. Of course, that means that the other one you can do it much after that. Yeah,
Okay, sir.
that's
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
hello,
Hey,
hello, hello.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay,
I
all
hear
right.
you now, sir.
Oh, someone muted my mic.
Me too, sir.
Okay, so I think the September deadline is meant uh it's like a deadline for associate exam writing. All right, so if that is the case, which I think it should be, okay, so that means that you still have this is July, so you have August, even August 31 from now. It's still some time. You still have August 31 till 31, and if you want to still push it, I'm not encouraging you, but sorry, I'm not. I don't belong to anywhere. So because I want you to be well prepared at the same time, I don't want to be the one that is telling you to push it beyond. So that should not be from me. Okay. So whichever one is convenient for you, that's all I will tell you. And about motivation, to be motivated, you can meet with any member of this group. They are just good to motivate you. But in my own case, I will simply encourage you to forge ahead. You have not, like you said, you have lost out. Now you have not lost anything. Here you still have some time to to meet up. And in fact, if you sit down very well, you'll be. I don't know your level now, but you'll be able to even bench the likes of Amarachi, Babalola, Joe, Vivian. You just push them aside. And sincerely speaking, yeah. So what you need is, the essence is that you need to just commit some time. That's all from me. All right. Okay. So yeah.
Hello, sir. Did you declare height?
No. It's in my. I set it as a default value in my argument.
Okay.
But yes, it's here.
Okay, oh yeah, the argument. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So this is what I meant to have here. I meant to have how to put, which I have not seen. So the volume in what everything comes to this. You write your code in the edit code. Now there is another way. Let's try something out. Let's say let me say length. This is int length sequence. Let me just push this to actually 20. Let me also say what's this now? The breadth int breadth. It's an integer 32. I'll give it a default value of say 30 centimeter. Okay, and let's just say I already have my argument there. Okay, so let me simply since I've declared the argument, okay, let me say the product volume itself products of the parameters. All right, of all the, let me just say as well an integer. I'll just leave the default since we don't yet know. Okay, it's just saving. Okay, and then the edit argument. Right, let me say in okay, and then here I was taking this variable set there for in breadth. I was setting this variable I created. If I'm to mix it with what I have in the code, okay, let me simply say in height. Now I don't have so there is no variable for this. So yeah, let me see. Okay, variables I have the int breadth, okay, and here in the argument Oh, what happened? Oh,
I don't think you saved, sir.
I didn't
Okay.
say it. Yeah. So, inland.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, yes, I'm with you.
Sir, I noticed that the language type that you put on that type, on the language type, is VB.NET that is there. That is the only panel bar.
Yeah, in the edit code.
Yes, in the invoke code.
Yes.
The language is VB.NET. Is this supposed to be the type? Supposed to be?
Yeah, you said it is supposed to be VB.NET.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, for
Oh.
this activity, there are two options. It can either be it can either be VB.NET or C Sharp. This is
Okay.
yes, that's the provision for the invoke code activity, and where to change the language should be somewhere here where you have language. You have VB.NET. There should be a way of changing it to
Language to
VB.NET, so you can use either of the two.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we will just say what you have in the variables. We call it product. Products. Okay, let me leave it. It's not doing anything since it's not responding to click. I don't want it there. That's it. Okay, let me leave it there. It's not doing anything. Okay, so let's take here, maybe in the code we have, so I'm going to rub off all this since I'm not using them. So I will simply say that result result is I think it was length, something like this. Int height. Let me see. The result as integer. No, this result as integer.
I think there should be a asterisk in between breadth and height.
Oh. Yeah, breadth. I think that is the issue. Okay, instead of okay, yeah, you saw it right. Instead of hyphen, instead of asterisk, I put hyphen. Okay, so we can let me run it. See what works. Yeah, let me find out if. Yeah, I use right line to do that. Let me just say right line. So we expect that the code that's been written in the edit code should be output into the right the output. No, it's still not. What's this? The volume of the shape is okay.
I think it should be capital.
Outline results. Okay, so almost like similar process is what we'll go through when we have to invoke other languages, but it's not going to be the same activity that we'll be using. Okay, we'll be using what was it? Just giving results. Where is the it's supposed to multiply?
So I think the results ought not to be quoted. You put it in quotes, that results.
Oh, as string is taking it as string. Or we use message box to save our breath. Let me see. Why is this little? So it means that this result is not. Oh. And the result here is Okay. Product is argument is take it as. Let me check it is as products here. I'm pushing products. Okay. Yeah, it's
Hello, sir.
Atagana.
Hello, sir.
It's Atagana
Yes,
with us.
yes. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello, Matthew.
Sir, we may need to declare those variable results, breadth, and so on. I think.
Go back to the former setting to what I did before.
No. Yes, sir, it has to be declared, though
No, I
it
want to
mustn't
use.
go back to the former setting.
No, what I want to do is to use the code. I want to use it to write what the result should be. No, in the normal thing we do. The idea is this. In the usual way is that we simply assign all those things, and then we do we call in the operator we need, if it is a plus, a division, or whatever, or multiplication. So, but the idea now is, okay, we want to bring in code written outside the studio. We want to bring it into studio. We want to integrate it into studio and run it in studio. So it's not as if we cannot maybe do some normal multiplication that we've been doing before, but we want to make this code to do the work. Now that's the return. The result it's returned now is 0. I have the products.
Okay, sir. If I understand what you are saying, is like you want to create this activity so that if somebody use it, it will now calculate.
Code is the code that we do the multiplication.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to set this. I don't want to set any value for this. So I take this. Unit height as wants to take it.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. I think there is a need for us to declare results, its length, and some other as integer before we use it in this code. Maybe that was the reason why it's not outputting the results.
I get okay. So, yeah. We should declare result as integer.
Yes, sir. Results, its length, then it's where all those variables that we use. Let's declare them as since they are integers. Let's declare them before we use them.
Let me start with its length. And the result itself. Okay, so we should communicate with this with the argument passed.
I think dim should be in front. Dim.
Yeah,
Where you did it.
I included it. And
No, you didn't.
dimension is not recognizing the dimension. Let me see the problem. No compile code to run. Okay, it's already declared as a parameter of this method at line 1. The same thing with breadth. Same thing with height. Okay, results is already of this method at line 1. So while I've declared this, let me say in yeah, I'm sorry, I have to use this so that we know confuse it with variable. Let me just use length and take this out. height as so you can say volume is this length, the breadth. Height. Something is still fishing. The length has been declared, breadth, height, results as integer. Length is 20, breadth is 30, height as 40, and the results or the product length times breadth, set it in missing, times height. Yeah, it's Atagana in class now. I can't see my screen. Okay, it's not yet here. All right, so Wednesday, Wednesday hopefully should be here. Okay, back to class. Okay, I will open another sequence. Now, this is all things called this should work. Okay, and yeah, I did mention that you can change the language from VB to C#. All right, the only difference would have been which C# we only need to end it with semicolon. So if assuming this was not throwing error, it would have reviewed the change from VBNet to C#. Okay, so let me take it back to VB.NET. Okay, I'll look at arguments here. Let me simply delete all this. Come back to this. Yeah.
Can we use all variables like height should be a variable, breadth should be a variable? Then we'll just is the product that we should send out as an argument.
Yeah, what? Okay, actually, what I wanted to bring in here is to have just one, maybe the height to bring it into our argument as argument. All right, so then we can now call for it in the edit under the edit code. So let me
Hello, sir.
yeah. Yes.
Okay, to print the result, I thought you're supposed to use console.log.
That's not even the I don't think that's the issue now. The issue is not with console. But right, like we could use message box to bring it out as well. But if you want to write it to the output console, we could do that. But let's let me get this.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just want to understand what we are trying to achieve. I'm a little bit far.
Yes. What we are trying to achieve is simply to write code outside. Now, okay, let's start from where our normal way of doing things. What we do before is for us to do a multiplication or any kind of operation. Yeah, we simply do it using all those activities that are already inbuilt in Studio. Okay, for instance, all this length, breadth, we could assign them. We could say, okay, fine, let our breadth be so. As we could do that, you can say, okay, let it be this, and then we'll put the same to height to, and then we can now say, okay, so having declared our variables, so we can now say, okay, here under the side, we can say let the product be let it be the multiplication of the length, the breadth, the height, and the rest. Okay. Now, and then we get our results. But here, what we are trying to do is we don't want to use inbuilt activities in UiPath Studio. What we want to do here is we want to write our code outside UiPath. Now, though you are seeing the invoke code, this invoke code, it's just take it as the environment where you write your visual. That's your Visual Studio for VB.NET. Okay, that you have written it in Visual Studio, and then you just copy and paste it here to run in Studio. Now, why that may want to take me to, I wanted us to accomplish this before I introduce another thing, which is part of the invoking, working on other programming languages, bringing them into Studio. We have the PowerShell, activity. We have the Python. We have the Python. Okay, I don't have it here. I can get it in all packages. And for this to work, for Python to work, you need to have a Python application installed on your system for it to run. Okay, and so we have for that is.
Okay, yeah, I got that. What I wanted to ask is, in that project, what do you want to print?
The result, that's it. The result
for volume.
is just the volume, yes. The results,
Okay.
which we declared, which we have declared as results, and as integer in the code.
But there is need to use, maybe if you want to do console.writeLine, then we will still put it to string, right?
Okay.
It should have to string now. Am
So
I correct? Am I
since we are we are pushing it to right line, of course it will simply output it there. If it's that we want to use message box to output it, then we have to ensure that it's converted back to string. So with the PowerShell, in the case of PowerShell, let me just run through this. In case of PowerShell, now we need to create like a text editor. Let me do one here. So what I would do is, like I said, you are going to write. Just do something small. It's new text document. So in the case of PowerShell, so you may just say calculation of numbers, and there. So here you yeah. So here you bring in your the codes you want to bring into Studio. So you write it here. I'm sure Babalola and Ewauche will be able to do justice in this regard. So write whatever you want to write. One also you declare what you want to do. Two, whatever you want to do, and that continues like that. If you want maybe the product. All right, so and whatever you have done, you save it. I've saved it, so I'm closing this, and then back to Studio. Now for PowerShell, back to Studio. Yeah, sequence, and then bring in your read text file. Those are the three major things that you have to do here. Bring in your read text file, which will help you to read. This is meant to read the file that contains your code. This it will read this code, the read text, and set an output for it, a variable, call it can call it relation, call it products. Products. Okay, well, so after you have read the text, the read text is, I've read this code, so we can now bring in the invoke PowerShell, invoke PowerShell, invoke PowerShell activity, and which will help to run the scripts you have in this place. All right, so and after this you have your message box. You can have your message box output this. So this is all about PowerShell. What it is the code that is here that the invoke PowerShell will read. Yeah, so under your type arguments, you can check for that. If you don't have, for instance, you have system management.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Just for types. Yes, hello.
Please, I'm back. Sorry, my internet went off.
Okay, all right. Okay, great. You're welcome. All right. So under this browse for types, that's the arguments. So you can, of course, there are a lot of things here. Okay, so you can bring in your system. Let's say system. It's .io. Okay, I think we have one here, and this is under Microsoft Library System File Info. All right, so you can okay it. And of course the input here, you take it in as what what we have here, which is the product. I think we call it product here. Yeah. Okay, so it's saying it cannot be converted to system collections object model. Yeah, here we can create under the collection, we can create arguments.
Hello, sir. We cannot hear you, sir.
I can hear you.
Hello, sir. Not clearly, sir.
Okay. How is it now?
It's still low. We can't hear you clearly.
It's very low.
That could be internet. I've not done anything.
It's as if you are okay.
It's back. Yeah, it seems
How is it now?
It's better.
better now.
Okay. All right. So where are we? On PowerShell. All right. So now for those that for Baola now, since you are familiar with PowerShell, so you just do something small, maybe a calculation like what you are doing in.
Hello, I can't hear you again, sir.
Hello.
Hello, I can
Hello,
hear
I
you
can
clearly.
hear.
Yeah. I can hear you clearly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I'm saying now is that now for those that will use PowerShell, so what you do the simple like what we wanted to do under VB.NET. So you do the same here. What you do, well, you need to work on is your script, the script that you have that will be read here, which will be invoked by the invoke PowerShell activity invoked into the studio. Yeah.
We can type get dash content. So that since you want to get the content of the calculation, right?
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
sir.
You can do it from your side. What I wanted to do, like when I started class, I wanted to push some persons. I'll push some persons to your side. Now,
sir.
Yes, I said we are going to break into rooms. Then I will push. Let's go over that of. We have which other one do we have? I think we have JavaScript. Okay. Okay. We also have Python. Python. You also need to have that environment. I mean the Python application on your device. Okay. For JavaScript, let's take this JavaScript. Then you have create your scripts. You populate your, let's say, let's still use Notepad. Okay, so when you create a text file and you name it, well, ensure that it ends with .js. Okay, let's say we also called calculation of numbers. Let's say this addition numbers. Okay, so all right, so yeah, Amarachi she will do something around this. Now you go to, of course, your code. You write your code here. you can write your codes, and all those things. Um, so so you write your script. Write a script maybe that will help to that can create an alert on a browser. Okay. Okay. Set calculation. Okay, you can do around calculation or anything that is convenient for you, but something so small. So you can work on JavaScript. You said you are okay with JavaScript. Then when you are done, have it saved. Because the path, let's see, the path of this file. Can we get it? Copy as path. Come to Studio. Can open browser or whatever, or whichever way you want to do it. If it is an alert system, open browser. Anyhow, open browser. I don't know if show classic. So put any URL of choice you want to work with. Okay, URL of choice. Yes, and when that is done, okay, you can bring in inject. Okay, you use inject JS script. Okay, so script code test must be quoted. So you can indicate browser. Where is it? Okay, here in the open browser. Here you need to indicate browser. You cannot leave it empty. You need to let's say go for Edge. Okay, and then you have done that, so you can okay. I thought I created something. Something. Let me check my folder again. So what you have created, just go for it. Call it addition of. Let me go back. Oh, is it not in this folder? Okay, I get what is that. Okay, I understand what is going on. Yeah, it's about my PC. Okay, so that just for those that have, I'm sure Marachi does, those that have been using JavaScript, that you bring in, if I have it, the application here, the environment here, it will show up the file, and then you bring in the file into your studio. All right, so when that is done, you can now run your file and see how it works. So you can just be about creating an alert system or whatever you feel is just you are okay with. Yeah. Opening. Python. Let me see. Let me see those that indicated that they are okay with Python. I think Python. Did anybody? Okay, Sylvester Adetigba. I think Sylvester.
No, sir.
Okay.
I said PHP,
Okay.
JavaScript.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right then. So now with this, so now I want you to you break into rooms to do this across the. I think we have basically two now. We have JavaScript and PowerShell. Yes, Amarachi can handle that of JavaScript, and Babalola handle that is in coordinating how it should run. So you make your PC available for this.
Eh? Kí ló wá sọ? Ó pè é. Ó pè é padà. Ó pè é láti tó bá ṣe mú pass question wọn yẹn. Somebody is good to go. Mo ṣe pa. Pass ìpínlẹ̀ ọmọ. I just pick am.
Ajao Abidemi, you are disturbing us. So, Ajao,
I think Matthew, you said, okay, let me assign you to PowerShell. Let me also assign you to.
Oh. Sir, I don't know PowerShell.
Oh, don't worry. Someone is there. Don't worry. That's why. Yeah.
I do. Okay.
Let me give it a show. Let me put you here. Sylvester can go anywhere. Okay. Let me assign him to Java. Okay. Timley, you are around. Mr. Moye. Is Mr. Moye here? It seems he is. Let me find out. Okay, Jay, that's the head herself. Who else? Is Wisdom Stephen in class? Really? Okay, let me do this. Assign. I think. If you can still hear my voice, it means that you have not been assigned. Or can you still hear my voice? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Okay, Amota Okende, I have not assigned you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir. I was out before. I just came in again.
Okay, you just came in. All right. Let me assign you
My
to.
network here is fluctuating.
Okay. You said you are okay with. Let me see the list. Let me see. Amota Okende. Okay, you are okay with JavaScript. So let me assign you to PowerShell.
I only have a bit knowledge on JavaScript.
Okay, I should put you on JavaScript.
So I said I only have a bit knowledge. Excuse me.
Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, let me push you to JavaScript.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir. Okay, Manuel Felix is here. I thought I've assigned you Felix. Which of the languages are you okay with? Are you familiar with? Kende, you are back. Felix, let me know. Let me hear your voice. Okay, let me just push you to. Joe Shubu. Okay, only meeting organizer and presentation can share. Oh. Oshubu Joe. Joe Oshubu, can you hear me? Joe Oshubu. Hello, Joe.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Yes, you can hear yourself.
Yes. Please, I'm trying to understand what's going on. I've been having network issues since. I even sent a text, but nobody responded. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we're in the class. We're in the classroom. We're in different rooms.
Okay. What are we
So we just
divided
came
for?
back now.
I think he has returned us back to
So
the
we are
room.
back now.
Uh-huh.
We are back now. We are back.
All right.
But it seems as if it's on hold, though. It's on hold.
I think so.
I think we are all back.
But sorry.
Or have we lost some persons into one of the rooms? I think we are all back.
Yes, sir.
Sheon from group 2, then Babalola from. So I think everybody's back. Okay, sorry. I did not know that screen sharing has been disabled, and I'm not sure I can reach out to the person. Even if I reach out to him right now, I'm not sure he can respond to that. That I don't have the key. I don't have that power in my hand to enable this. Okay. All right. So we have Babalola take it. So you share screen now. So what you would have done in your group?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Then who else is here?
Sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm with you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
I thought you were.
No.
Yes, sir.
No, I said something to you. I was waiting for you to share your screen. Let me say this also that all right, all this we are into. It's one of the things you should do is to maybe to initiate curiosity. No doubt will not be able to cover everything, but it can lead to also to individuals checking out even more details about some of the things some of the things you have heard or you have seen or you are demonstrating.
Can everyone hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, so I want us to do the exercise from the lesson. Maybe one of the exercises. He said, can everyone see the screen and read what is on the screen? He said, store a PowerShell script in a text file in the project folder that creates 2 text files and store some text in them. So use a read file to read the the text. That's the first one. That's the first one. Then use and that is use and invoke PowerShell to run the script. So first of all, I think we'll first use the invoke PowerShell to run the screen. Then we'll use the read text file to read out the text in them. So let's just quickly do that. And so let's the first thing invoke PowerShell. Okay. Is everyone seeing the screen?
Yes,
Hello?
we can see. We can see.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, go
So
on.
okay, no, this is not the one I want to carry. Sorry. So invoke PowerShell. Okay. So he said what's the command text must be quoted. So we are going to post the command text here, and the command text must be quoted. So because of time, I did not want to start writing much. So I already did something here already. So this is a code. Can anyone see the screen?
Yeah, we can see, but make it bolder.
Okay. Okay. Let me copy this. Let me copy. Okay. Okay. Are we there? Can you see it now?
As we can see, but it's not so because of my eye.
Sorry, please, can you go back to the
Not
previous
only
one?
you can see.
Hello?
Okay, the previous one is better. The
No, the
previous one
previous.
better. This one.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so the first text does two things. It creates files. That is the text file. You can see it creates the text file in this directory. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Then this item type file value. So it puts in a value into the text file. That's what the second one does. But if maybe you have the text file already and you want to add another text into another value into the text file, you can use add content. But if you don't have, and maybe you want to add and you want to create and add at the same time, you can use the first code. That is new item, the directory, and you put the item type file, then the value, then you put it in quotation. It's going to create and put the text in the value. Is that all right? Did everyone get me?
Yes, we're with you. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So after that, I think we need to create the text. This is the string text that I've created it. Where they told us to create a file. We're supposed to create a file. Hello, Mr. Ebenezer, are you there, sir? Mr. Ebenezer, are you there?
I think maybe it's in the other class.
Okay, are there two classes?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay. I will need your input in some of these things. Well, told us to create a file, all right. So, but in the invoke file, where are we going to input the file for external file? Is there a way to import the external file here? apart from using this expression editor, that is a command text.
Let me see. Okay. The external file, you take it. Where are you? Can you please take this up? Okay. Yeah, invoke PowerShell. We're supposed to have the path.
Okay, the path to the text. Okay. Or should it be the command text? But this command text is like it's not a directory, sir. It's a kind of text, just to put the text.
Okay, can you use the command text?
Okay. So this is the command text. So we have to create an input. Okay, let's create an input. Okay, I understand what's going on, sir. There it should be in quotation.
I think you need to remove one of the quotation. You're having two quotation there at the last end.
Yeah, it's supposed to be two. It's supposed to be two.
And since you are having in the middle, the quotation, it won't work.
Okay, yeah.
It won't work.
Okay.
Then, sir, I
So
think, hello.
I hear you.
Yeah, I think maybe you want to read the text.
Yes, this is a command. This is a PowerShell command.
Well, I don't know. Well, according to Dr. Ebenezer, I thought he said that we are going to first of all read the file in.
Yes, but there is no on this property now. There is no where to read
No,
the
you
file.
agree. There is we are going to use an activity for that to read the finding. Then before we now start using the PowerShell.
Okay, that is okay. Okay, we'll first use to get the file directory.
Yes, to get the file there.
So we are going to use.
No. We use
read text file.
Text file.
Read, okay.
Text file. Read text file.
Okay, read text file. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You use that before.
Okay. Read. Okay. So
is it not get text file?
Yes, read.
It's read.
Is it get?
Okay.
Is read, ba?
Read. It's read.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the part. That's
Read.
yeah.
Okay. Let me copy the file and put here, and okay. Or let me just save it since it's opened. Let me also save it into this. Okay. So I'm saving it as text.powershell1. There is that is the code I'm using. This is the latest one I'm using. So there are other PowerShell like .ps, but the one I'm using is ps1. Okay, so I'm going to save it in the directory. Or okay, let me just save it on my desktop. Then I can copy it from my desktop. Where did I save it as? Hold on, please. Let me just check from. Okay, it's been saved already. Okay, so okay, so create an output. Let's call the output variable. So let's call it text content.
No, you know what? The type argument can change.
I think we
change the
should
argument.
output the read text now.
Okay, we should output it.
Yes, I think so. The read text file. So just click on it, then output
Okay,
under
output.
properties.
Okay. Okay. So we can call it an input. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. String. Parameter type.
I think we need to edit the variable type for that input.
Okay, for the input. Okay. Okay, it's not supposed to be a string or object.
Browse.
Think
Is it an object?
Browse for time.
Oh, it is a file info. What's that? I don't even know. I think it's file info. No. I think it's file info.
So can we check the file? Okay.
Just for time.
Sir, I didn't hear you, sir.
Browse.
Okay, I should browse for type.
System.io.
Sir?
System.
I think it's file info.
System.io.file info.
Make sure it's under Microsoft Library. IO. Have I seen? No. IO.
It's not there, sir.
System.io.
IO.
Yes. Okay, under. Okay, if you check under this system, okay, file info. Okay, file info is up there. Yeah, beneath. Yeah. No. Your fast is up in between. Just
Yeah.
down. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3.
Still flagging it, sir.
What do you click on read text file? Click on read text file. Did you? Okay, that's read that. Okay. No, read text file.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have the output as what's the output now?
The output is string. It was to be string, but we changed it now. Did I change it back to string, sir?
I'll put it as string. Let me see.
Yeah, but it's no longer, yes, it's no longer flagging that. But
Okay,
it's
now
the parcel.
now take at the output input. I mean, take it in as input. No. Up.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me remove this then. That's what I did.
This is the input.
Yes, sir.
No, as in oh, okay, just okay. The okay is not even showing. It's
Not
not.
showing.
It's not active.
It's not active, yes. It's saying info collection PS objects.
Okay, where is the object now? Okay, let's cancel. There's a place. Can you go to comment? Can you go to read text file? Let me see read text file again. Read text file. Now okay, wait. Hold. This is your okay. Back to invoke PowerShell.
Okay.
Now it's okay. We have as a place where one could change it from. And the parameters it's saying it's a collection.
PowerShell variable. What of PowerShell variable? Are we supposed to create a PowerShell variable?
Check that. Yes, we could do something there.
String. Could it be the text file?
Hello. Check is being script.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Is script. This is script. Check it.
Not getting you.
His script. You should check his script.
Is script. There is a script there. Check it. In the property bar of the invoke.
Check
Is script.
Okay, the property, the script.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Is script. Okay. Then what of this? He's still flagging it. Still flagging this.
Let's look at this. So let's see the text. The read text.
The text. This one.
No, the
Is it
read
this one?
text. No.
Okay, the read text.
That. Get text.
Okay. This is the read text.
Let's see the property. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the invoke power. Yeah. Click on invoke power.
This one.
The PowerShell. I want
Is
to
a text.
see the property.
Yeah, this is the property. This is the property.
Yes, that is okay.
Oh, sir, is the text is the input supposed to be, maybe the input is supposed to be text.ps1.
It's still the same thing. What we are outputting is still the same thing. Sorry. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Click. Is there anything on the this invokes PowerShell? As in that text field, is this something that can you click it? Can't say
Which one?
no.
The text.
The inside logo, not the property. Is there a text
This one.
field there? Yeah, this one. This text field. Is it a text field?
This
I
command
can't
text
see
field.
your screen very well.
Yes,
No. After
it's a
that,
text field.
invoke PowerPoint, and the next one is it a text field?
Yes, it is command text.
The text field. And that is where we are going
Yes,
to type the
command.
variable that we created here now. We don't need
Which
any input stuff.
this okay? This one, but this one, right?
I'm talking about this activity invokes PowerPoint.
Okay, it works.
Exactly.
It's worked. It's worked. It's worked.
This
It's worked.
because that is what I'm talking about.
Okay, so the output.
So,
What of the output? What output are we going to put? We can create another output. Okay. Okay, it's working. Okay. So what next? Okay, use a start process activity to open and show the content of the text file. Okay.
Yeah, you can just run it and you want
Okay, I see it first.
yes.
Okay, okay, let me run it first.
I mean with the okay. All right. Just okay.
Okay. Invoke PowerShell throw.
True. Message access to the path
Unauthorized access
is denied.
This is an unauthorized access exception.
Okay. Why not bring it into the project folder?
Okay, I should bring it into the project folder.
Yeah, is that where it is?
I don't know. Yes, this is in the project folder. Yes.
Okay, where you put your
I kept it in the project folder. This is it here. It's in the project folder.
and you say the type is window PowerShell. Okay, because extension is .ps.
But
Why
if I
not?
run it,
Okay.
if I run it here now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Can you change it to the extension to notepad.txt?
Okay, sir.
Though it's not raising any issue with respect to that one. Let's change it.
Okay, I have to.
Hello,
Let
you
me.
try running it as administrator, the PowerShell. That's opening the PowerShell. Administrator privilege.
Where from the UiPath? Is it from the UiPath?
You know, when you are creating the PowerShell file, you have to open the PowerShell. Then you have to open the administrator privilege. Then you have to open the administrator privilege.
Okay, okay, sir.
Then you have to open the administrator privilege. 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 Then you have to open the administrator privilege.
Yes, yes. And
Okay.
I have enabled it to work, so it's supposed to be able to work. But let me check this code very well. Okay, sir, you said you want me to. So, okay.
User selects rows, document, UiPath, PowerShell.
I should just leave it as text.
Yes, as notepad. Yeah.
Okay, it's asking yes. It could be because it is opened. Let's try it again. Still the same.
This
Let me change.
window
It's still showing as. Let me save as. Okay. Okay. I can run it now, sir.
Save it. Save it.
Okay.
Okay. Save it just to reload. Though sometimes. Okay, wait. Exception time. System dot. I can't read it.
Exception type system dot unauthorized access exception.
Okay, it's about it's about where the file is.
Okay, should I keep the file on the desktop? Should I save it on the desktop and see if it will work?
Okay, let's try that. Yeah, let's try it.
Can we run it now? Still the same.
In scripts, that uncheck it again. Uncheck it. Uncheck the script.
This one.
Wait. Yeah. The what's this? The something
What sentence is
is I can't read. So it's very small.
He's saying that message, the term, he's saying that the code that we wrote, that is everything, is not recognized as the name of a commandlet, function, script file, or operable program. Check the spelling of the name, and if a part was included, verify that the part is correct and try again.
Take it back.
Dots.
You check the scripts. It has brought out more trouble than we wanted to solve.
It's just this unauthorized access. Is it possible to maybe change the permission for the file?
Well, in the file itself.
Yes, sir.
What operation do you want to do? I didn't see that.
Okay. This is the first one I did. So, okay, just new item. Then in quotation, is supposed to create a file in the following parts. Supposed to create a file.
So you wanted to check it first.
Sorry, I did not do something. I've seen the error. I did not write the file name. What I want to create the file. Let's call it text new .txt. That's the issue. I did not create the file. I did not write the name of the file I want to create. Sorry. Okay, is this correct? Sorry, let me just confirm. Okay. Is this saying the same authorizing?
Now, what do you want? Like from what I'm seeing in the notepad, I'm simply seeing the parts.
Yeah, it's supposed to create a. It's supposed to create a new folder. This new item is a cell command that is supposed to help you to create a new folder. A new folder in that particular directory.
Okay.
So you can see, sir, it's working on the PowerShell. It's working. It created a new file. This is the text new file. It has created it.
Okay, refresh and let's see the
Sorry, my system is. Do the same thing.
Yeah, let's just scroll up. Let me see. Let me look at it as. Let me. Sorry, I can hardly see the screen. I'm struggling to see it. I see you have it on desktop. Then text test PS1. Is it dot PS1?
Sir?
Is it dot PS1 or what?
Dot PS1, yes. Dot PS1,
But we
yes.
have changed it to TXT, to Notepad. I think
No. We didn't change it.
we didn't change
it, sir. No, we didn't. When I run it on the bash shell, the thing worked. But on the UiPath, it's just to know how we can apply.
Sorry, let me see. Again. Read text file. Command text is text output. That's what it is there. The read text file. What's the output? Let me see it again.
The output is text
Is
out.
that so? I should come into command text.
Is there, sir?
Well, the exception being thrown is actually about access, about location.
Okay. Well, I've changed location now. Should I go back to the former location?
Okay, just okay. Alter the locations. Let's see.
Let me copy the file again. With some things on the file. Okay. Now we can try, sir. Do the same thing. Access denied.
It could be maybe there are some policies that are not in place.
Okay, on my system.
Yes, maybe, or that all with PowerShell itself.
Well, it's running on. If I run on PowerShell, it's running, sir.
It's running. Okay.
If I run it on PowerShell now, if I run it, run.
Or can you go to the installation?
It's going to run and create.
Okay, let's now. Can you try the installation file? Where the installation file is to create? That is where you have through your this PC local disk. Yeah. Then we have.
It's not here. It's let's look for it here.
Look at temp. Fast temp.
Is it here, sir?
No, this is UiPath, not Studio. No, it's not Studio I'm talking about.
Okay. PowerShell.
Just go to temp. I think I saw
Temp.
that's temporary folder.
Okay, temporary folder. Temp is in Windows, I think.
If it's
or users.
I think
And yeah, maybe it's hidden. The temp file is hidden.
I thought I saw it now. But okay, well, if you can locate the installation folder for PowerShell, and then we can now create our text and ask it to read it from there.
Temp file is not here again. So it's somewhere in here.
Okay. You go to or search for just search for them. Okay. Where is it? See Windows.
Okay, this is them file.
Ah, wow.
I should create it here.
Oops. It's okay. Don't let me don't don't let me hold you into ransom. Okay, just try out this and then.
Do the same thing. Same thing, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we can. What the work is represented all things equal. And now, of course, if you don't know how to use PowerShell, I don't think that you need to bother yourself, uh, uh, except that, except for example, just because of exam purpose. That's why I would say, okay, but you need to bother yourself, but then it's just to see how it works. What I'm trying to say is, if your area of expertise it's in Python or JavaScript, okay, because that's what you'll be using to supplement the functionality of the code you are putting together in Studio. All right, so for the point of development, yes, to be useful for I mean, it would be good for you to just use what you know how to use. And then well, for example purpose, that's when you need to, like, let me see how it works here. Like, so, all right, so that's how it is with um, using the external code. That's write it in another environment, like what he did now in Notepad. You could do it in the PowerShell uh, ID, as the environment itself, and uh, bring it into Studio to make it run. Studio, through the invoke partial activity, will be able to those read the commands and work and execute it. And the same thing goes with other languages. With the case of Python, there are more, like, it's up to 5 activities. We have load, Python, um, get Python scripts. We have a number of well, so you can check check this. In the case of Python, you cannot just put it under just under, you have to You have to first create a scope for it. So write a scope like we have it in Excel, we have it in computer vision. You have to create scope as a result before you put any other thing. All right, under the let me say within the scope. So we have invoke Python method, we have get Python or get activity, doing different things. So personally, explore all this. Okay, so let's call it a day. Let's call it a day at this point, and so that we can rejoin ourselves with